Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and traders of all ages. This is Ian, and I'm speaking from Billionaire Traders Club. So, how do you do? And how has been your expiry day today? And how has been your experience of trading with me and trading on 23rd of September 2021? This is Ian, and this is my third update for the day on the expiry of today. So, looking at the markets, let's see the Asian markets. Some of them have closed by now. Nikkei has not been trading today, and as we saw earlier in the second update, New Zealand and Australia have closed in green. Most of our Chinese and Hong Kong markets, they have closed. Taiwan markets have closed in green. SET has closed about 50% up, 7 points up, and it's not closed, it's still trading. Kospi has closed about 0.41% down. IDX Composite is still trading. The European markets have opened, and they have opened in green. Wow, Brazilian markets are 2000 points up. My god. And DAX is up by 1%. London markets up by 0.51%, 0.50% approximately. French markets. And you have Italian, Swiss markets. They're all in green. So yay for the global markets. BSE Sensex about 800 points up, and Nifty Bank up by 755. It's also, I think, targeting for 800. Nifty 50 up by 221 points. USD INR on a 15-minute chart has fallen a lot. It had in fact gone down to 73.669. Let's see how much it will fall today. Looking into US dollar index on a 1-day chart. This is showing 1-day chart. Let's look into 15 minutes chart at least, and it's down to 93.145 at the moment. SGX Nifty, this is the Nifty futures in Singapore. And at 2 o'clock, it's 17,776. And wow, Dow Jones futures just jumped to 34352 on a 5 minutes chart. So it seems no, that was not the recent one. It's at 34363 at the moment. And gold prices as compared to Nifty are down at the moment. Let's look into our trading view and see how the Nifty futures trading would have gone. So all the trades, those who are holding their long positions would be in a great positions. If I had taken a trade at this juncture, I would be up by 72 points. That's about 0.41. So those who have been holding their position since morning would be in an advantage of 139 points, or those who would have been who have been doing it since say 10 o'clock or abouts would be up by 77 points. That's about 0.44%. So that's a very advantageous long day for the traders who have taken long, and looks like the advantage stays with the bank Nifty trader long futures traders also. So there you go. If you are above VWAP and you hold your trades above 60, whenever it is above 60, and as long as the price candle sticks to EMA 20, it is advantageous. and so does it if you are doing it on the other end, shorting it. So shorting USD dollar, USD INR would give you advantage. And VIX, as this is India VIX, and it's risen slightly. I think 2 to 3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. we can see some more fall in Nifty if it has hit its upper echelon. But at the moment, as I can see that USD INR has gone below two of its support. The third support, I think, lies somewhere around 73.54. So that's about it. And another news that in Nifty, private banks are doing pretty well. So if you are looking at taking some buy today, sell tomorrow, then Reliance, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, HDFC, LT, Axis Bank are the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 stocks in Nifty at the moment. And looking at the way USD INR is crashing, I expect the put buyers to be in advantage by today and by tomorrow, I guess. Expiry should be interesting in currency market. Now let's look into the stocks that we have been looking into. So Bajaj, so Adani Transmission, looking at a 15 minutes chart, it did go down. Started with the down move, then went up, went down, and I think it has hit a support here and it's going up. So anyone who is looking into getting into new position in Adani Transport can happily do it. I feel that on a daily charts it should start moving up. Now that I think it has completed its downward journey. Bajaj Holding, it has moved up even more since last we saw at 12 o'clock, and after stalling a bit and hitting support at VWAP, it is moving up now. And even though there are low volumes, it's above 60, it's about 71, and I expect volumes to come by in next half an hour or so. BPCL, again something that was a short category. It's trying to come back, and I foresee lower volumes in here and a no trade zone. So I expect RSI to go back to 45, less than 45, and new shorts can be taken intraday, or those who are looking to adding more shorts can do it once the reversal happens. I feel that this is a intraday profit booking that is happening, and ideally it should reverse from here. Let's keep this picture here so that later on we can come back in the final analysis and review it. Indus Bank, again something that is moving up and up, and from 12 o'clock data till now, I find that Indus Bank has moved, has gone a little bit negative, but now it's back to go above VWAP on a 15 minutes chart. So there was some correction that has happened, perhaps profit booking, and now since it's the end of the day, expiry that might be happening. Expiry is happening in the indices, but I think stocks might be getting affected also. But I think those who are looking at RSI is above 60, so I expect more bullish push in this. Indus Towers also, you can see there's slight correction has happened, and there is even more correction. So if intraday you have positions, you can clean it off if you have taken a positions at in the beginning of the day. I I guess that is what is happening with most of the trades. That is happening. But if you have long term perspective, hold your trades. I expect reversal to happen unless the daily in the daily charts it is below 45 or below 60. Do not square off your positions, long term positions. ITC, as I said, ITC is was mostly down, and I think intraday it is hitting the VWAP, so I would expect a reversal from this side. It's still not above 60. Even though people might be tempted in buying this thing, I would tell them not to do it. Indigo again bullish, and after some correction, there has been some correction between 12 to 2 p.m., which is the lunch time basically. So there have been very few trades from 12 to this time, and I expect post lunch session to push up the trades, and you can already see that it is above 2220. While the earlier at 10 a.m. it was 22 1535, it has moved up to 20.25. So up move is still there. SBI Life at 10 o'clock it was 1206, at 12 p.m. it was 1208, and now it is 1209. So there is a marginal up move. There has been some corrections, and I expect this up move to continue. Again, as I see, the RSI is still above 50, and it's about 55 at the moment. And this is a very good time around 2 o'clock to buy more stocks if you are looking at a swing trade or a positional trade to get into the market. So it's not always end of the day, it's about taking the trades within the time. So those who are in the learning phase can understand at what time one should get into the stock market. It's not always that basically if you want to take long term views or swing views, so you can cut the day into three parts, major parts: early morning, mid morning, and lunch session. And you can see the charts moving along. You can understand the movement of various stocks when the rises come, when the stalling of stocks happens, and when during the expiry days, non-expiry days, post lunch, what happens to these stocks. So if you review these stocks, the movement of these stocks, you will be in always in profit. When to find the within a day also, when to find that cheaper the stocks, cheaper prices. So this is a learning that every new trader or an investor can find, or even an experienced person, those who are trading or investing for a while, can know when is the time to get into the market. So experience only teaches you all these things. So friends, hoping that you are learning few things. This is Ayan from Billionaire Traders Club, signing off for now for the 2 p.m. update. See you on the other side in the evening.